Attention projectionist. This chart will help you make sure that your picture will be focused properly before the show starts. Adjust the lens. Now adjust the sound volume. That's all. Everything will be properly set for your show to begin.
Hey there, welcome to Vital Indie Media. I am Lou Ojeda, and I am coming to you today, April 23rd, because the state of Georgia has just had a partial reopen, including movie theaters. So during this age of coronavirus, I wanted to talk about that for just a moment, and why that is not a very good decision. Now, as of this filming, the state of Georgia has over 21,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19 and several hundred deaths. The numbers have been steadily increasing when Governor Kemp decided that there was going to be at least a partial reopen of Georgia businesses, and apparently it's already started. Now, in regards to movie theaters, because this is Vital Indie Media and I want to talk specifically just about movie theaters, just on that alone, it's just a really bad idea. Why? Well, because movie theaters, of course, have circulated air within the complex. You have open food. You have groups of people milling about. They can gather around at certain times in groups. Say, for instance, when a movie ends, people may all go to the restroom, or many people may go to the restroom at the same time. Being in concessions, of course, and exposing those workers who are there to possibly getting coronavirus. So I think this is an incredibly bad idea. Now, the idea behind doing the opening would be to have sort of controlled situations where you can have a movie theater that, say, people are socially distanced within each screening room itself. But I think that doesn't really even matter. I mean, there's an article about a church up in Washington State that practiced social distancing with its chorale members when they went to music practice, and they didn't touch each other, they didn't hug, they didn't kiss, they kept far away from each other while rehearsing music, and still a great many of them caught coronavirus, and some of them died. So the idea is that you're going to have people in a movie theater for a set amount of time. Let's say 90 minutes, 2 hours. Could be longer if you include trailers or if you include advertisements, which I'm certain these movie theaters are probably going to do. So you're talking about having people there for potentially more than 2 hours. So that's a good bit of time for people to be together, and especially if any of them are asymptomatic and possibly spreading the virus. Add to that any reactions in the movie theater, say laughing or screaming or coughing or yelling or whatever, which could be the natural reactions for people while they're watching a movie, and it compounds the problem. Now, in an interview, Governor Kemp said that that common sense should be followed. in opening up these businesses and say, to running the movie theaters. The problem is that we don't have any common sense about this because it's not common. We haven't been through this in 100 years. The last time we've had anything like this was back in the Spanish flu epidemic in 1918. I think I might have mentioned in a previous episode, my great-grandmother was a nurse during the Spanish flu in 1918, and it took her life. This is nothing to fool around with. So when we're talking about the idea of common sense, even if you had the most scrupulous of theater owners and theater owners and retailers, they may not have the right plans as to what to do, or they may not be able to implement them as quickly as they might, because they would certainly need to have the equipment. Say, like, you certainly would need to have maybe disinfecting wipes, or the proper cleaners, or enough hand soap, or gloves, the masks, of course, those certain items. And Georgia right now is 39 out of 50 states as far as testing is concerned. So they're kind of going into this blindly. So this is going to be a real problem. I'm especially concerned about any theater workers, any ushers, concessions persons, anybody who has to face the public in order to sell tickets or sell popcorn and soda, which, and other goodies that you'll eat in the theater, because certainly that's going to happen. That's how theaters make their money. So obviously the concessions are going to be sold. Are the foods going to be enclosed? Are they popcorn isn't enclosed normally. It's usually open. When you're if you happen to be sharing popcorn, for instance, that can be a problem. If by chance you're near somebody who coughs, and any type of open food, popcorn or ice cream, if you're eating an ice cream cone or an ice cream novelty on a stick or something, if it's exposed to the air, that's going to be a problem. Okay, there's going to be a problem if somebody coughs, if somebody sneezes, or if you're just near somebody who's breathing hard and they're not and they don't have a mask. Okay, it will be a problem. So that idea is, unfortunately, I think it's going to not be a good one. So please, folks, I mean, I love movies and I love entertainment, but if you're down in Georgia, I would say don't go to the movies right now. I would urge you, don't go. Wait until the health officials have said this is all passing by. And I'm almost afraid that because some of the businesses have now reopened a little bit, that you folks down in Georgia are going to have this going on for maybe longer than some other areas, because I don't see any good in this. So please stay home and stay safe. Wait until medical officials have definitely stated things are safe to things that it's okay to go out about your regular business. But there's plenty of entertainment that you can find home. That's they're streaming. There are stuff, if you have internet access, then good for you. There's tons of stuff that you can watch. Certainly a lot of stuff that you have not seen through Internet Archive, through open culture, things of that sort, movies on YouTube, of course, streaming channels and all. So take advantage of them if you want to see alternative entertainment. Okay, and stay safe and be sane. All right. Talk to you soon on Vital Indie Media. Hey, I would love to know what you thought about today's topic, so leave a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you later on Vital Indie Media.